All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. Citizens and analysts demand state governors deliver results from over 11 trillion naira in FAC allocations within a year. Now, after over 2 years of receiving huge FAC allocations as a result of subsidy removal, Nigerians are now beginning to ask governors and even lawmakers what they have done with all the monies they received. And the answer is simple if we don't want to deceive ourselves. Most of these governors have embezzled these monies. And you cannot tell me that Tinubu, when he was removing fuel subsidy and sharing monies to these governors, did not know that they were going to embezzle these monies. The problem of Nigeria has never been unavailability of funds. It has always been management. So if you knew that your purpose of removing subsidy was to share money to governors and lawmakers, then you shouldn't have removed it in the first place, because we all know that these men were always going to mismanage the funds. So the whole thing has gone down the drain and there's nothing you can do about it. If some people get up now and say they want to protest, police will shoot them and say they want to topple government. If you take the governors to the court, they will bribe judiciary. Fayose just got freed about a week ago. So this is the situation that we are faced with. We have a culture of corruption, and if that culture is not tackled, it will eat up any strategy that we try to devise to make this country better. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that update from an APC chieftain who attacked Peter Obi throughout the campaign for the 2023 presidential election, but now he has repented. And next is that episode between Nigerians and Nyesom Wike, out of so much fear and desperation that he may be kicked out of office in 2027, issued a statement that should not be coming from someone like him to Nigerians, but Nigerians brought down the roof in their response to Nyesom Wike, cursing and bashing him and the entire APC. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. Another very pathetic story coming from the Nigerian police. See the video.
Nigerians, I am Emmanuel Friday Irabo retired. I retired 1st July 2024. My gratuity lump sum. The lump sum, they called me this morning, I should come and sign for my lump sum. The lump sum signed for me is 2,870,451 naira. My pension area is 706,915 naira. My pension area. I retire as SP in Edo State Command. SP, Superintendent of Police. I retired as Superintendent of Police from Edo State Command 1st of July 2024. 1st of July 2024. I am aware this morning they said my lump sum is 2,870 naira 451 kobo. That is unacceptable. For 35 years, I served the Nigerian police. I am giving a gratuity of 2,870 naira 451 kobo. It's highly unacceptable. I will not sign. The Inspector General of Police, IGP Egbetokun, should find out why my money is so small. I cannot accept this. I can never accept this. This is highly unacceptable. This is highly unacceptable. For me to take 2.8 after serving government for 35 years, it is highly unacceptable. Thank you very much. The whole Nigerians should be aware of the injustice meted on police retirees. God bless you all.
You saw that. One video after the other, they keep coming in. retired policemen complaining about what they are receiving from the federal government after 35 years of service. This is a superintendent who just got his lump sum, 2,870,451. That's about $1,870. $1,870 thereabouts at the current exchange rate. Then he said his pension arrears is 706,000 naira. That's about $458. We are talking about dollars because Nigeria's economy is largely controlled by the dollar. So when somebody sits there and he claims to be ignorant of what is happening in the market, we will spell it out. Over 70% of the things we consume in this country are imported into this country. This money that is being given to this man as his gratuity cannot even buy him a very good car in today's Nigeria if he wants to go into the transport business. But he is a retired police officer. He's not getting any pity. He's not getting any empathy from the people. Why? Because the police and the people are at war with each other. And it shouldn't be so. Today you are retired, you have become an ordinary citizen. Now you are seeing the plight of the people. This is what we are trying to let the police force know. Those who are in office now, this is the time for you to protect your future. When Nigerians come out to express their grievance, you are the first to shoot at them. We will not stop saying this. You are the first to harass them, to tear gas them. Now look at how you will be treated in future. This is your future right on display for you. The consequences of bad governance are far-reaching. Nobody is immune. And that is why we are saying that this fight against bad governance has to be collective. The oppression of the citizens and the oppression of the Nigerian police did not start with the Tinubu administration. It didn't even start with the Buhari administration. But should it continue? No, we must be able to start looking at better ways, new ways of doing things. And that is why we are encouraging Nigerians to come together, keep their sentiments aside, and get the APC out of power for a new Nigeria, which is possible. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that one coming from that APC chieftain who criticized Peter Obi all through the 2023 presidential election campaigns, and now he has repented. And next is that big one between Nigerians and FCT Minister Wike, after Wike came out to address Nigerians in a way that somebody like him should not. Nigerians brought down the roof, dragging, cursing, and humiliating him in their response. Let's start by taking that update from the APC chieftain Adamu Garba. Look at how the papers reported it. Despite my attacks on Peter Obi during 2023 election, he became surprisingly endearing to many. I will not attack him again, says Adamu Garba, calls Obi a worthy statesman. Former lawmaker and chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, Adamu Garba, has described the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, as a worthy statesman after admitting he was wrong to have criticized him during the 2023 election. Now, all this was drawn from Adamu Garba's official X page, where he wrote, "Nobody attacked Peter Obi during the last election like I did, but to some significant degree, he is able to reorganize and made himself shockingly endearing to many. Even in the opposition, I will no longer attack him like I did before, because he came to me as a worthy statesman." Now, this is an APC chieftain, a bona fide APC chieftain who still moves from one media house to another, speaking for the APC, coming out now to say this about Peter Obi. He said he has made himself, endearing to many. And take note, this is a man who is predominantly a northerner. So if he says that Peter Obi has made himself endearing to many, he's speaking from his experience in northern Nigeria. So for those of you who still allow yourselves to be deceived with lies that Peter Obi does not have a northern support base at all, I am telling you, if you really believe in that, especially if you are an APC supporter, then why not encourage your people to conduct a free and fair election? Let us just upload these results from polling unit to the IREV. Then we'll see who has a widespread in Nigeria and who doesn't. This is Adamu Garba, a man who lives predominantly in Abuja and Kano, saying clearly that Peter Obi is loved by many. He's telling us the northern experience now. Do not be deceived by the lies of the APC and other members of the opposition. All we need is the upload of results from polling units to the IREV. I am telling you that our dreams of having a new Nigeria will come true. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to this, that update that shows the heat between FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and Nigerians began making the rounds. Look at how the papers reported it. Reject ADC coalition. Wike tells Nigerians. Minister of Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Wike has called on Nigerians to reject the coalition gathering under the platform of the African Democratic Congress, describing them as naysayers and unpatriotic. Wike said the only intention of the coalition is to wrest power from incumbent Bola Tinubu come 2027, even when they have no proven record of achievement in the various elective positions they have occupied in the past. He said Tinubu on assumption of office took some painful but necessary decisions that will eventually change the fortunes of Nigeria for good, saying some inroads are already being recorded. Through his renewed hope agenda, he has, with the establishment of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund among other remarkable initiatives, started the dramatic transformation of tertiary education landscape in such a way that soon no willing child will be denied access to quality education because of economic hardship. Our country is undoubtedly on the path of positive ascendancy, and very soon the impact will be visible even to the blind and obvious even to the cynically minded, he said. Speaking on the coalition, Wike said to Nigerians, we must resist the purveyors of lies, hate and division who seek to destroy our country. These men who converge under the banner of so-called coalition and propelling a division of grandeur and perpetual fight for relevance and political power. We know these naysayers, and you are enjoined to reject them and their unpatriotic drumbeats of division and failed propaganda. This man has not stopped speaking about the coalition ADC ever since it was unveiled in Abuja on that fateful day, and the fear that surrounds him can be seen by everybody, because he knows that once Tinubu is kicked out of office, he is finished in every ramifications of life in this country. And look at how Nigerians responded to him, asking them to ignore the coalition. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. Yusuf Ibrahim here says, the most confused and insane minister ever in the history of Nigeria. The bottles behind his insensitivity will surely lead him astray. That is it. The bottles will always lead him astray. And Adeyinka Komi A Square here says, but Nigerians should accept you, Wike, right? Like you said in one of your interviews, you dey smoke Igbo. You are free to pick up presidential tickets in PDP. After all, the party is almost empty for you. The road is coastal clear. That is it. They should reject ADC and accept you and Tinubu that have completely finished this country. And Adebayo Macaulay here says, this caricature-like infected turkey tagged Wike is still crying. You will cry tire. You might need baskets, not buckets, for collection. Asinwe eniyan, meaning a madman. He is actually a madman. And Temilade Lawal here says, look at the traitor who is encouraging corruption among people. What a corrupt man. That is it. And this tweet here by Wayne says, Nigerians have rejected you and you know it. You are only using police and army to protect yourself. Exactly. Exactly. And this tweet by Imbuya Media says, does this man think any Nigerian who is not benefiting from him directly or indirectly will listen to him? He knows that. He knows people don't listen. What he does is he pays people to gather. And then he stands on the pulpit or he stands on stage and entertains them. He's like a comedian who pays people to attend his own show instead of getting paid. That is what he does, just to stay relevant. He has a sickness. If he is not in the media, If he's not being talked about by one media house or the other, he feels like he's dead. So he's just going all over the place paying for relevance. And of course, all his attempts to rubbish the ADC, the coalition ADC, have failed woefully, because you are talking to Nigerians who are no longer able to feed themselves. You are talking to Nigerians who are no longer able to travel freely around the country. Tell us one thing, just one thing that has improved ever since you became FCT minister within the FCT. Tell us one thing that has improved ever since this administration came into power. Of course, you have nothing to show other than the big mansions that you have built for yourselves, other than the Rolls Royce that you have bought for yourselves, other than the ICC that you renovated because you get billions from there for yourself, other than the coastal roads that you allocated trillions of naira for. Those projects are for you. You have neglected the people, and the people are saying enough is enough. And there is no form of propaganda that can make you buy your way into the hearts of the people anymore. It is now left for the people to stand strong against you at the polls and ensure that their votes count, even as we encourage the opposition to come up with a bill to make the transfer of results from polling unit to the IREV compulsory. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.